Hey everyone, morning. Well, I'm up, I'm out again, just to have a bit of a play. I just thought I brought my little sluice down and I'll set that up, have a bit of play with that, and then I brought my bazooka gold sucker down, so I'll have a bit of a play with that, just my normal pan. And then, yeah, I'm just going to have a bit of a play around here. So, yeah, see what comes of it, and mainly we'll test this out before Thursday on the 9th when we go down to Slabhut Creek with Jade. So, yeah, thought I'd try it out and see if it works before I go down there. So I might just dig a big hole down here and just plunge it straight down into the cobbles here and hopefully get something out of it. Alrighty, well, I'll be back in a minute and show you when I'm all set up. Hey everybody, we're back on the hunt again. There was a bit of a bust down the other way, didn't get anything. But yeah, so I just come back up to a spot I know that I've done before. Did it about 2 years ago. I cleaned out all that area right through there. So I'm just going to have another go, and it obviously replenishes with gold because I just got these. Don't know if you'll see there, there's a good wee speck there. There's one just there, one just there somewhere, one just there, a couple bits there. It's about 10 for the first bit, and I've only just done a little bit. I just dug there, so only just at the beginning. This does a big, goes right down in there. So I'll have another look and yeah, keep going along there and I'll show you what I get. I'm just at the Salisbury Falls. It is in the Salisbury, the Rary River runs down there and out there. So there's all public prospecting area all the way around the corner. So today I've just got my shovel and the bucket and the pan. There's nowhere really to put a sluice here, you can't really put one in. I did have one there last time, but there's nowhere really, no flowing water that you can get to actually do it. So anyway, so it should just be pan after pan. So yeah, so I'll be back in a minute. There's my next pan. So I've got one bit just there, another bit there, another bit there. There's quite a few bits all through there. It's probably, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 in that pan. 13, somewhere around there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to, I took that from up there a bit higher just to see if there was more in there. So there is, so I'll just keep churning that out. And then, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the bucket and spin the bucket, and then that'll get rid of all the rocks and do it faster hopefully. Seems you can't use a sluice, most unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So yeah, so I've got to shift this big rock as well, so might have to have my chief helper over there to come and do it for me. He's not listening, reading a book. But yeah, so I'll just keep digging in here and we'll see what we get. Yeah, I'll be back shortly. So with this, if you're short and you haven't got a sluice and you've got plenty of water, what you do is just use your bucket, fill it up with the concentrate, lift it up, and then just get it agitated inside. So as long as it feels like it's fluid, which you know you can generally feel it in the bucket, all your gold should be at the bottom. And then all you do is just tip it forward. So now all your gold should be there. Should be right in that bottom. And now what you can do is tip it out. Pull most of that crap out. And do the same again. Until you end up right down to the bottom. At least it gets rid of all the big rocks anyway. And when you get down to a reasonable amount, so it's from a full bucket down to that, then you put that in the pan. At least then it's saved you, all the gold should be sitting here, so it saved you a bit of time really, doing a pan. And then, yeah. So I'll show you, I'll do a pan and have a look what's in there. But in theory all your gold's there. Ideally if you wanted, you put little dividers in there like a washing machine. So when you actually are doing it, you're agitating it. But that seems to work. Alright, so I've just taken all the stuff out of there, chucked it into my pan. And then basically the same thing, get fluid. Nice and fluid. Shape a little less when it comes to the front lip. And then all your gold should be right at the very bottom in the corner there. And you can get rid of half of it, pull it back, do the same thing. As long as it's fluid, the gold will be sitting right in the very bottom, so you won't ever lose any. It's heavy. You can hear the rock sitting in the bottom there, so it's as heavy as that. So you just keep swishing it out. Pull any rocks that you don't want out. Basically you get down to the black sand, which is a lot of black sand here. And if you can see that. Get it so it comes forward. All your light stuff sitting on top. And then you can just get rid of all that until you see the black. And you know that's about where you need to go. Pull it back down, make sure it's at the bottom again. And that's about that. So, pull some rocks out, shake it forward. And then you should be able to see, get it right down to the front again, so you just shake it on the angle until it comes to the front, shake it back a bit, and then you just swish it around, and when you start getting down through it, you'll start seeing the gold pop out. if there's any gold in here, of course. There's a bit right in the very top, a couple bits, just starting to show through now. You see them all up on the top edge. So that's why when you shake it down, they'll be right at the very front edge. So you just keep swishing it down. Very hard to get it out properly with this black sand. There's probably another, I don't know, 10 bits in there, probably a bit more. It's very fine stuff right at the very end there, so you just go slower and slower, but yeah, so they're all just sitting down in this bit here too, just sitting across there because I was going quite fast. But yeah, it's probably about 10 bits in there, but yeah, alright, so that's how you do it in the speedy way. But yeah, there's the next pan, so we've got all those bits. So there's quite a few bits just there, all in a little cluster there. There's a nice bit over there. There'll be another 10 bits I guess in there. So not too bad. So still tracking through, still heaps of iron sand. Anyway, back in a minute. So this is the next pan, and got that bit of lead and all that gold around it. Nice bit of gold there. It's probably about, I don't know, 15, 20 specks in there I guess. Pity that wasn't a nugget, but anyway. Right, so we're on the right path and they're getting a wee bit bigger, so right, see you in the next one. Back again. It's probably been, I've done another whole bucket, so probably on 10 minutes. So I've dug all that. So it's not very deep, and that is the bottom is just below there. So that's the actual. I mean, just sort of see it on the other side there. That's the other edge. So it's not very deep, but I think in where this is, it goes straight down and then down that way. So it drops off into there. So hopefully I'll get a few better bits. But I just did that pan and got all that out of it. So there's quite a few bits in there, probably about, I don't know, 15 or so, and they're a bit bigger. So yeah, so we're getting there. Heap of black sand though, that's a lot of black sand, but I'm keeping it all, so you can see how much black sand I got in there, so that's a lot. But yes, I'll do that at home. I'll show you later on when I clean it out, but see how much I got for the day. But yeah, so if I keep it up, it's yeah, should be able to get a reasonable amount, and hopefully I'll get to the end of that hole. Haven't got too long to go. It's now time 3:15, so yeah, we'll see. There we go. Now it's daylight savings, gives you another hour, so she's all good. Right, be back soon. Next pan, 10 minutes later I suppose. A bit better bit there, a bit bigger, heaps of little tiny bits. Don't know if you'll get to see them, but anyway, there's some little tiny fine bits up there. At least there's a better bit there. Anyway, yeah, still going down. So I've made it across to there now. So this is the last bucket. So now I just got to get under this rock somehow, shift all that stuff, and scoot along to there. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Probably been another 5 minutes or so. And I've just got all that. If you can see it, a bit big, a little bit, and then heaps of little tiny bits. Yeah, it's probably another, I don't know, 15 bits in there, I suppose. It's all black sand. So I'm right up to the big rock now, so I'll just clean the bottom of that and hopefully roll that rock back this way and then start under that rock, so I think it heads straight down there. So yeah, so I'll be back in a minute. About to run out of battery soon, so anyway, I'll be back shortly. Here's the next pan, and it's about the same as all the other ones. There's a couple bits in there as you go around. A bit over there, and there's probably 15 specks in there again. Not too bad. So I think I'm at the bottom of the hole now. So cleaned it out down to there, and then it just goes down, and then that's the bottom of the hole. Pretty sure that rock's just sitting above the bottom of the hole's just there. So yeah. So I'll see how much is in my thing, and yeah, I might call it a day. I think it's starting to get sore back now, so old age does that to you. But yeah, alright, I'll be back shortly. I'll show you what I got. There's Salisbury Falls, bit of water coming down there, but not too much, not hugely high, but you look at that, so it's coming straight from, you know, from the main or Salisbury Creek, whatever it is, comes down here. Well, they obviously had a massive flood, and it's gone straight over here, and it's just washed everything down. So it's clean gone through here and just laid everything straight down. Clean over here, and then obviously out and around and then down the hill. Look at everything, it's all swept over, so it's all got to come from there. So that must have been absolutely raging. So I've knocked all that down and knocked all that down. Absolutely massacred it. Look, all the trees are all leaning down the way. It must have been a torrent and a half. I mean, I'm up a good, I don't know, probably 15 metres maybe, 20 metres standing up here as it is way down there. So it's come up over that, must have been at least probably, I'd say it would be a good, yeah, probably getting close to, yeah, 20-25 metres high, and gone whisked over there. Amazing. Anyway, I'll show you what I got at the end, and yeah, otherwise I'll see you when maybe down at Slab Park Creek on the 9th with Jade. Alrighty, catch you on the next one. Back at home after the weekend at Collingwood, and this is what I got. Not a huge amount, some, so not too bad, but considering what I was doing and how I was doing it, hard work on the old body, but we'll weigh it up and we'll see how much I got. Alright, back in a minute. Back again. So I just burnt it off, so that's so that's what's in there. Might be too bad. Let's see what it weighs. So, yeah, not a huge amount, but anyway, that's about what I was expecting. Not a lot in there. Can't quite see it, but anyway. Yeah, so anyway, bit more to the pile. Alright, catch you on the next one.